The air in the workshop was thick with sawdust, a familiar scent that clung to Samuel like a second skin. Even as a young boy, the workshop held a strange allure, a sanctuary where rough wood transformed into objects of beauty under his father's calloused hands. Samuel would spend hours watching, mesmerized, as his father, a simple carpenter, coaxed life into inanimate timber. He dreamt of the day his hands, still small and smooth, would wield the tools of his father's trade with the same quiet confidence. Life in their small town was a constant struggle. Poverty cast a long shadow on their lives, forcing Samuel to abandon his dreams and seek work after finishing high school. He found himself stuck in a dead-end job at the local factory, the rhythmic clang of machinery a poor substitute for the symphony of his father's workshop. Every day felt the same, a monotonous cycle that chipped away at his spirit, leaving him yearning for the scent of sawdust and the feel of wood beneath his fingertips. The desire to build, to create, never truly left Samuel. It lingered like a whisper in his heart, surfacing in the quiet hours after work as he doodled intricate designs on scraps of paper, his mind alive with possibilities. He would spend what little money he had on woodworking books from the local flea market, devouring their contents like a starving man presented with a feast. In the dead of night, when the world slept, Samuel would close his eyes and envision his own workshop, a haven where his dreams could finally take shape. Years passed, each one etching lines of resignation on Samuel's face. He became a fixture at the factory, his youthful aspirations fading into the background noise of his life. Then, one evening, a familiar face from the past walked into the diner where Samuel sat nursing a cup of lukewarm coffee. It was Thomas, an old schoolmate who had moved away, seeking a better life beyond the confines of their small town. Thomas's return was a splash of color in Samuel's monotone world. He had transformed from a lanky teenager into a successful businessman, his eyes twinkling with ambition and a hint of nostalgia. As they reminisced about their childhood dreams, Samuel confided in Thomas, his voice heavy with years of suppressed longing. He spoke of his unfulfilled aspirations, the woodworking books gathering dust under his bed and the lingering scent of sawdust that clung to his soul. To Samuel's surprise, Thomas didn't scoff or dismiss his dreams as mere youthful fancy. Instead, he listened intently, his gaze steady and filled with understanding. When Samuel finished speaking, Thomas leaned forward, a glint of excitement in his eyes. He told Samuel about an upcoming craftsmanship competition in the city, sponsored by a wealthy patron of the arts. The prize money, Thomas explained, was substantial, enough to start a small business. A spark ignited within Samuel, a flicker of hope that he thought had long extinguished. It was a long shot, he knew, but the possibility, however slim, was enough to reawaken his dormant dreams. For the first time in years, Samuel allowed himself to imagine a life beyond the factory walls, a life where the scent of sawdust wasn't a wistful memory, but the air he breathed. He decided he would take a chance, for himself, for the dreams he thought were lost forever. The decision to compete was both exhilarating and terrifying. The factory, for all its drudgery, offered a sense of security, a steady paycheck that put food on the table. Leaving that behind, even with the allure of the competition, felt like stepping off a cliff and hoping for the best. Samuel spent his days consumed by doubt, his nights haunted by the fear of failure. His father, his weathered face etched with years of hard work and quiet wisdom, sensed his son's turmoil. He didn't offer empty platitudes or try to dissuade Samuel from chasing his dreams. Instead, he offered something far more valuable: unwavering support. He reminded Samuel of the joy he found in creation, the way his eyes lit up whenever he spoke about wood and its endless possibilities. With his father's encouragement echoing in his ears, Samuel finally took the leap. He quit his job at the factory, the monotony finally broken. The world felt different, charged with a nervous energy as he poured every ounce of his being into preparing for the competition. He transformed their cramped basement into a makeshift workshop, the air thick with sawdust and the rhythmic thud of his hammer. Days turned into weeks, each swing of his hammer a testament to his determination, a physical manifestation of his rekindled dream. Word of Samuel's endeavor spread through the small town like wildfire. The initial skepticism soon gave way to cautious optimism, a sense of shared hope that someone from their humble community could dare to dream big. People would often stop by Samuel's basement workshop, their faces etched with curiosity and a hint of awe as they watched him work. Their encouragement, though heartwarming, only served to amplify the pressure Samuel felt mounting on his shoulders. He found solace in unexpected places. Mrs. Peterson, the kindly librarian who always had a book recommendation at the ready, became a confidant, her quiet wisdom a source of comfort during moments of self-doubt. Even Old Man Henry, the reclusive woodcarver who lived on the edge of town, emerged from his self-imposed exile to offer Samuel cryptic advice and a worn-out carving knife, its handle smooth with years of use. As the competition drew nearer, the weight of expectation grew heavier. Samuel poured his heart and soul into his final project, a testament to his skill and a reflection of his journey. He worked tirelessly, fueled by countless cups of coffee and the unwavering support of his community. With each passing day, the piece began to take shape, a physical manifestation of his dreams, anxieties, and the undying hope for a better future.